Hello everyone, Neo Arashi here. Um, this is my first collection update video of the year. Um, Compared to the last 3 months, I definitely didn't get as many manga. I almost canceled, even though I said I would make this video today. I actually almost canceled this video and, well, I would have made something else. I actually have another video in mind. Because I only had 19. I only had gotten 19 manga up to for the month. But as luck would have it, I actually received 2 books today. So I said now that I've gotten just over 20 books this month, I decided that it was barely worth it, but it was worth it. And I'll just have an extra video for later this week. Probably tomorrow, maybe not, I'll see. Definitely before next week, that's for sure. Anyway, so yeah, I have 1,153 manga, well, books, which is exactly 21 more than 21. I think it was 1,123. Yeah, exactly. 21 books more than last time. Anyway, as usual, I'm gonna start with a light novel, except for one series that is no longer in the light novel shelf that you see here. And also, you'll see that you will notice that I did read a lot more. Actually, last week, well, 2 weeks ago, I read like over 20 manga in 1 week. So, for the first time in a very long time, I've actually read more than I bought. Anyway, let's start with. Actually, my light novel hasn't changed at all, and I've read only one. I've only read one light novel this month. Anyway, Little Witch Academia, The Nonsensical Witch and the Country of the Fairies. Well, there's only one volume, I've read it. Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elena, volume 1 through 9. I've read up to volume 5. Adachi and Shimamura, volume 1 through 10. Oh no, never mind. I actually have one more light novel. I've officially read until volume 7, but I have read up to volume 9 unofficially, and me and the reading team are currently reading volume 10. My Friend's Little Sister Resident for Me, volume 1 through 5, I've read up to volume 3. So 3 is the one volume I've read this week. Next is Buffety, I Don't Want to Get Hurt, so I'll max out my defense, volume 1 through 7, I've read up to volume 3. I'm in Love with the Villainess, volume 1 through 5, I've read up to volume 2. Ikehiro, After Being Rejected, I Shaved and Took in a High School Runaway, volume 1 and 2. I've read only volume 1. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten, volume 1 through 4, I've read up to volume 3. The Executioner and the Way of Life, volume 1 through 5, I've read up to volume 2. Roll Over and Die, I Will Fight for an Ordinary Life with My Love and Cursed Sword, volume 1 through 4, I've read up to volume 2. I Fell in Love with a Soapland Girl, volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read up to volume 2. Banished from the Hero's Party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside, volume 1 through 7. I've read up to volume 2. Kuma 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 Bear, volume 1 through 12, including 11.5, I've read up to volume 4. In the Land of Leedale, volume 1 through 7, I've read up to volume 2. Alright. Oh, and by the way, the music you're listening to today is the Non-Non-Biori Vacation soundtrack. So for once I'm not using like one of those extended music I usually use. I'm actually playing a playlist. Actually, it's not a playlist, it's someone who uploaded the whole like soundtrack in one video. I'll probably hit the link on this on the video description. Anyway, Futari Escape Volume 1, I've read it. Catch These Hands, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read up to Volume 2. Laid Back Camp, Volume 1 through 12, I've read all 12 of them. The Executioner and a Way of Life, Volume 1, I haven't read it yet. Azumi-chan is interested in Lesbian Brothel, Volume 1, I've read it. New Game, Volume 1 through 13, the entire collection. I've read all 13 of them. The Girl in the Arcade, Volume 1 and 2, I haven't touched the series yet. Secret of the Princess, as well as Yuri Life, No Love, No Life. There's only one volume of each, I've read both. The Demon Girl Next Door, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 3. Monologue Woven for You, Volume 1 and 2, I've read Volume 1. When Will a Yumu Make His Move, Volume 1 through 9, I've read up to Volume 5. Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie, Volume 1 through 11, I've read up to Volume 6. Skip and Loafer, Volume 1 through 5, I've read up to Volume 4. Look Back, there's only one volume, I've read it. Keihan, the complete omnibus collection, so basically Volume 1 through 4, I've read. I haven't touched the book yet. A Condition Called Love, Volume 1, I've read it. Touring After the Apocalypse, Volume 1, I haven't read it yet. The Maid I Heard Recently is Mysterious, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3. Breasts Are My Favorite Thing in the World, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 3. Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow, Volume 1 through 9, I've read the entire collection. My Clueless First Friend, Volume 1 through 7, I've read all 7 of them. Non Buri, Volume 1 through 16, I've read the entire collection. My Lovey-Dovey Wife is a Stone Cold Killer, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read up to Volume 2. Girlfriends, Volume 1 through 5 through this omnibus collection, I've read all 5 of them. Otaku Hell, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 2. Slow Life in Another World, Volume 1 through 4, I haven't touched the series yet. A Galaxy Next Door, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 2. Next is After Hours, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1. Alter Ego, there's only one volume, I haven't read it yet. Teasing Master Takagi-san, Volume 1 through 16, I've read up to Volume 15. Mitsubishi Color, Volume 1, I have read it. The 100 Girlfriend Who Really Loves You, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 1. Failed Princesses, Volume 1 through 6, I've read the entire collection. Kuma 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 Bear, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 2. Higero, After Being Rejected, I Shaved and Took in a High School Runaway, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 2. Himakoi, Volume 1 through 4. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the full title. It's Himakoi, Now I'm in Love, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3. How Do We Relationship, Volume 1 through 8, I've read up to Volume 3. Namikawa-san Won't Take a Licking, Volume 1 and 2, I've only read Volume 1. Our Teachers Are Dating, Volume 1 through 4, I read the entire collection actually. Tamamo-chan's a Fox, Volume 1 through 6, the entire collection, I've only read Volume 1 and 2. Still Sick, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read only Volume 1. How to Save the World, Can You Wake Up the Morning After with a Demi-Human, Volume 1 through 5, I've read up to Volume 2. Divine Railman, Magical Girl, Howling Moon, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read the entire collection. After School Bitchcraft, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read only Volume 1. If the RPG World had Social Media, Volume 1 and 2, entire collection, I haven't read it yet. If Witch Then Witch, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read all 3 of them. Last Round Arthurs, Volume 1 and 2, entire collection, I've only read Volume 1. Yokohama Kaidashi Kiku, Volume 1 through 8. I haven't touched these French book yet, but I did read up to Volume 4 in unofficial English translation. Idle Dreams, Volume 1 through 7, I've read only Volume 1. The Saint Magic Power is Omnipotent, Volume 1 through 6, I've read only Volume 1 and 2. My Cute Little Kitten, Volume 1, I haven't touched it yet. Although I did read about half of it online. Call of the Night, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 4. Now loading, there's only one volume, I've read it. Who Says Warrior Can't Be Babes, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1. NTR Netsuzu Trap Volume 1 through 6, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 4. Goodbye My Rose Garden Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read them all. Drugstore in Another World, The Slow Life of a Cheat Pharmacist Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 2. Anna and Hina After School Volume 1 and 2, I've read both of them. Mieruko-chan Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 4. The White Cat's Revenge as Plotted from the Dragon King's Lab Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1. Oreimo Volume 1 through 4, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1 and 2. Eromanga Sensei Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read them all. It's actually the same for Days of Love at Seagull Villa Volume 1, 2, and 3. Entire collection, read them all. School Zone Girls Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3. Days on Fest Volume 1 through 5, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 3. The Golden Sheep Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 1. Witch's Love at the End of the World Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1, this is the entire collection by the way. The Eclair series, I have all 5 currently released volumes. Don't know if they're gonna make any more. Anyway, I've read only the first one, the colorless volume. Which is weird because the colorless is clearly blue, but the one that's actually named blue is more like white, on the side at least. Anyway, Restaurant to Another World, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 2. Konohana Kitan, Volume 1 through 11, I've read up to Volume 6. Futaribeya, Volume 1 through 9, I've read them all. Next is Happy Sugar Life, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 9. Imperfect Girl, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read them all. Our Wonderful Days, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read them all as well. Even Though We're Adults, Volume 1 through 5, I've read up to Volume 2. Roll Over and Die, I Will Fight for an Ordinary Life with My Love and Cursed Sword, Volume 1 and 2, I've read Volume 1. Trapped in a Dating Sim, The World of Atami Games is Stuff for Mobs, Volume 1 through 6, I've read Volume 1. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Volume 1 through 13, I've read up to Volume 8. Sex Ed, 120%, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1. Strawberry Fields, once again, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read all 3 of them. The Alchemist Who Survived, Now Dreams of a Quiet City Live, Volume 1 and 2, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1. Little Witch Academia, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume... well, actually, I've read all 3 of them. Gudere Sora Nagiara, Volume 1 through 4, the entire collection, I've read all... I've read up to Volume 2. Alright, so, as usual, my room is a mess, so I'm not gonna... I'm gonna try to not show that to you. My dear friend Nokotan, Volume 1 and 2, I've read both. Bofre, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense, Volume 1 through 6, and for some reason Volume 2 is like all the way down here. Which is weird because I haven't read it yet, I've only read up to Volume 1. Paradise Residence, Volume 0, 1, 2, and 3, I've read 0 and 1. Both are included with this book, that's why it's bigger. Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 7. No matter what you say, Fori-san is scary, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3. En attendant lundi, Volume 1 and 2, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1. Our Summer Love, there's only 1 volume, I've read it. Itami-chan is Shy with Stranger, Volume 1 through 5, I've read up to Volume 4. Mon Colocaton Gamers, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1. Cross the Mountain, I believe the title is in English, I always forget. Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1 and 2. Country Girl, Alice in the Country of the Three-Sided Mirror, Volume 1 and 2, I haven't touched the series yet. Pompo the Cinephile, Volume 1 and 2, I've read both of them. This one, I know there's an official English title now, but I forgot what the name is. Nous Différences Enlacées, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read all 3 of them. No, sorry, I've only read Volume 1. Actually, it's the exact same for Donut. Under Crescent Moon, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've only read Volume 1. Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, Volume 1 through 8, I've read up to Volume 7. The Girl with the Sanpaku Eye, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read all 3 of them. Adabana, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I haven't touched the series yet. Inamatsuri, Volume 1 through 17, I've read up to Volume 11. Moving Forward, or Ari2 in Japanese, Volume 1 through 11, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 3. Tomo-chan is a Girl, Volume 1 through 8, the entire collection, I've read them all. The Tale of the Outcast, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 3. The Idol Sponger Life, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 2. Next is Ao-chan Can Study, Volume 1 and 2, I haven't touched the series yet. Agent of My Heart, Volume 1 through 4, the entire collection, I haven't touched the series yet. Daily Report About My Witch Senpai, Volume 1 and 2, I've read both of them. Gabriel Dropout, Volume 1 through 11, I've read up to Volume 9. Maya Record, Puella Magi Madoka Magica Side Story, Volume 1 through 4, I've read Volume 1. I Can't Believe I Slept With You, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've only read Volume 1. I'm in Love with a Villainess, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1. Flying Witch, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 8. Rainbow in Black, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read them all. A Sign of Affection, Volume 1 through 5, I've read up to Volume 4. Aho Girl, A Clueless Girl, Volume 1 through 12, I've read up to Volume 4. Next is Trois Yakuza pour un Otaku, Volume 1 through 6, I've read Volume 1 and 2. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 1 through 16, I've read up to Volume 7. And Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend, Volume 1 through 3, I've read Volume 1 and 2. Syrup, A Yuri Anthology, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 2. Star Cross, Volume 1 through 4, I've also read up to Volume 2. This is the entire collection, by the way. Yuri Is My Job, Volume 1 through 9, Volume 1 through 10, sorry, I've read up to Volume 7. Sayonara Football, Volume 1 and 2, I've read Volume 1. Nishiju, My Ordinary Life, Volume 1 through 10, the entire collection, I've read up, well, as for now, I believe Volume 11 has been confirmed. But yeah, I've read up to Volume 9. The Dangers in My Heart, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3. By the Grace of the Gods, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 2. Wandering Witch, The Journey of Alina, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read up to Volume 1. Cats and Sugar Bowls, Volume 1, there's only one volume actually. Yukiko made this. I don't know why I haven't read it yet, because I kind of like what Yukiko makes. But yeah, I haven't read it yet. Bloom Into You, Volume 1 through 8, the entire collection, I've read all of them. Frag Time, Volume 1 and 2, I've read both of them. I Want to Hit Your Pancreas, Volume 1 and 2, I've read both of them. The Condition of Paradise, Volume, well, these three, they're not numbered volume, they're technically like 3 separate series, technically. Yeah, I've read all 3 of them. If I Could Reach You, Volume 1 through 7, the entire collection. I've officially only read up to Volume 5, but I did read the other 2 unofficially. The Great Jahi Will Not Be Defeated, Volume 1 through 4. I still haven't read up anything about Volume 1. Kaze-san, the Kaze-san series, Volume 1 through 5, the entire collection, I've read them all. Kaze-san and Yamada, Volume 1 and 2, I've read only Volume 1. My Senpai is Annoying, Volume 1 through 9, I've read up to Volume 8, and as I said yesterday, 8 is probably still good, still really good, but probably the worst volume of the series. Next is Citrus, Volume 1 through 10, and Citrus Plus, Volume 1 through 4, I've read all 14 of them. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not 100% sure if I did read Volume 4. Yeah, no, I think I did. Azumanga Daioh, Volume 1 through 4, I haven't touched the series yet. Farewell to My Altar, there's only one volume, I haven't touched it either. Okay, so we're more than halfway done. And you'll see there's a bunch of stickers that I haven't sticked yet. I'm using them to decorate my shelves, as you can see. Anyway. Silent Voice, the entire collection, volume 1 through 7, I've read up to volume 4. The Quintessential Quintuplet, volume 1 through 14, the entire collection, I've read up to volume 4 as well. Cells at Work, volume 1 through 6, the entire collection, I've only read volume 1. And out of these 4, The Girl I Want Is So Handsome, Kindred Spirit on the Roof, The Whole Humanity Has Gone Anywhere Except for Me, and Count Fujiwara's Suffering. All of these omnibooks, I haven't touched it. I haven't touched any of them except Kindred Spirit. Next is I Love You So Much, I Hate You. I've read it, there's only 1 volume. Next is Sorry for My Familiar, volume 1 through 10. I've read up to volume 3. Gal Gohan, volume 1 through 10, the entire collection. I've read up to volume 4. Next is The Summer You Were There, volume 1 and 2. I've read volume 1. 5 Seconds Before a Witch Falls in Love, there's only 1 volume. I've read it. My Dress Up Darling, volume 1 through 7. I've read up to volume 2. Yeah, you can see these two are reversed. Volume 7 is actually one of the 2 books I got today. Chasing After Aoi Koshiba, volume 1 and 2. I've read volume 1. Volume 1 and 2 are what I read, but as you can see, I have up to volume 3. Sweet Blue Flowers, volume 1 through 8. Through these 4 double-sized books, I've read volume 1 and 2. So basically the first book. Secret of the Magical Stones. This is a French title, volume 1, 2, and 3. I haven't touched the series yet. My Neighbor Seki, volume 1 through 10. I've read up to volume 3. Neko no Etara no Shian-san, volume 1 through 9. I've read up to volume 5. Black and White, Tough Love at the Office. I haven't read it yet. Next is Super Cub, volume 1 and 2. I've only read volume 1. Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Game, volume 1 through 4. I've read up to volume 2. Sweetness and Lightning, volume 1. I haven't read it yet. My Boy in Blue, volume 1 through 12. I've read up to volume 4. I Married My Best Friend to Shut My Parents Up, volume 1. There's only 1 volume, actually, I haven't read it yet. The Voynich Hotel, volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection. I've only read unofficially, I've read volume 1 in French, but I haven't touched these 3 books yet. Magic Artisan Dahlia Wilts No More, volume 1, 2, and 3. I've only read volume 1. Adachi and Shimamura, volume 1 through 4. I've only read volume 1 and 2. Fly Me to the Moon, volume 1 through 15. I've read up to volume 13. I think, or maybe 12. It's either one of them. I think it's 12, actually. Luminous Blue, volume 1 and 2. I've read both of them. This is the entire collection. Frieren Beyond Journey's End, volume 1 through 7. I've read up to volume 3. Vampire Dormitory, volume 1 through 8. I've read up to volume 5. Lovesick Ellie, volume 1 through 4. I've read up to volume 3. Whisper Me a Love Song, volume 1 through 6. I've read up to volume 4. Perfect World, volume 1 through 12, the entire collection. I've read up to volume 5. Beauty and the Beast Girl, there's only 1 volume, although you can read the rest online because the story is not complete on this one. But I have read it. Anna No Breath of Flowers, volume 1 and 2, the entire collection. I've read both of them. Une si belle couleur, volume 1 and 2, the entire collection. I haven't read it. I haven't started it yet. Secret Girlfriend, volume 1 and 2. I've read only the unofficial translation. I haven't read these 2 physical books yet. Octave, volume 1 through 6, the entire collection. I've only read volume 1 and 2. Flowers for Vincent, volume 1. I haven't touched it yet. I Got Caught Up in a Hero Summon, but the Other World Was at Peace, volume 1 through 4. I've only read volume 1. Cheeky Brat, volume 1 through 5. I've only read volume 1 also. Love in Hell, volume 1, 2, and 3. The entire collection. I've only read... no, actually, I haven't even started the series yet. Next is Kaguya-sama Love is War, volume 1 through 24. I've read up to volume 18. Next is We Never Learn, volume 1 through 21, the entire collection. I've read up to volume 16, sorry. Next is Komi Can Communicate, Volume 1 through 22. I've read up to Volume 18. Alright, almost done. Next is Living Room Matsunaga-san, Volume 1 through 11, the entire collection. I've read up to Volume 5. Girls Last Tour, Volume 1 through 6, the entire collection. I've read up to Volume 3. Plongé dans la nuit, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection. I haven't touched the series yet. Sao Tome Love and Boxing, Volume 1 through 9. I've read up to Volume 2. A Whisker Away, Volume 1 and 2. I've read Volume 1. This one, as I said, I still don't remember the English title, but No Mo Comme des Bulles, Volume 1. I haven't touched it yet. Sakurai-san, Volume 1, 2, and 3. I've read Volume 1. The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady, Volume 1 and 2. I've read Volume 1. Superwoman in Love, Honey Trap and Rapid Rabbit. I've read all 4 of them. Mint Chocolate, Volume 1 through 5. I've read up to Volume 2. In the Land of Leedale, Volume 1 and 2. I've read Volume 1. Banished from the Heroes Party, I Decided to Live a Quiet Life in the Countryside, Volume 1, 2, and 3. I haven't touched the series yet. Next is Harukana Receive, Volume 1 through 10, the entire collection. I've read up to Volume 4. Hello Melancholic, Volume 1, 2, and 3. I've only read Volume 1. This is the entire collection. The two of them are pretty much like this, Volume 1 and 2. I've only read Volume 1. Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible, Volume 1 through 4. I've read up to Volume 1 through 5, sorry, but I did read up to Volume 4. Studio Apartment, Good Lightning, Angel Included, Volume 1, I've read it. Witch Watch, Volume 1 and 2, I haven't started the series yet. Pseudo Harem, Volume 1, I've read it. Girlfriend, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read up to Volume 2. Mordu de Toi, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1. Lovely Loveless Romance, Volume 1 and 2, I've read Volume 1. Insomniacs After School, Volume 1 through 6, I've read all 6 of them. Happy Kaneko's Killer Live, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 4, and 6 is actually the other book that I got today that made me actually make this video today. And last but not least, this is a light novel, because I'm, as you could have seen, I'm running really low on space on that other shelf. The Alchemist Who Survived Now Dreams of a Quiet City Life, Volume 1 through 6, the entire collection, and I've only read Volume 1. Oh wow, this actually took a lot less time than I thought it would have, even though I did talk quite a lot at the beginning of the video. So yeah, as I said, later this week I'm gonna make a another video. It's gonna be something I haven't done yet on this channel. It's actually gonna be video game related, but it's still gonna be manga/anime related. You'll see what I mean. It's nothing big, but yeah, you'll see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.